show, and I thought it was a heck of a show tonight. Great match. Both teams played some great volleyball. Both teams played their hearts out. Great rallies. I mean, it was nerve-wracking watching it because you think the ball's down, all of a sudden it's up, and both sides were doing that. So it's a heartbreaker that somebody can't win this, and but I was really pleased to see our team play some good volleyball in Game 5 after especially struggling in Game 4.
Did you say much to him before that fifth set, or was that a lot of the players doing the talking?
A lot of players. There's not much to say at that pass. We want a chance to win. That's about all I told them.
It seemed like Lindsay took that message to heart and kind of really she upped her intensity too. What did you see from her in the fifth set?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see that like at the first game. She's a warrior, and she played great in Game 5. I mean, in the locker room afterward, I wrote up 33 and 22, and said it equals 55, and 55 was, those two made a huge difference in Game 5. I mean, Hayden Kubik had a couple huge swings. Those are big girl swings that she had in Game 5, and we needed those two guys to really step up because we were just relying so much on Whitney, and we were trying to rely on Maddie, and then we stopped running middle, so we were relying on our pins, and those guys, they were the difference.
Do you consider a system change or a lineup change where Hayden wouldn't have been in there in the fifth set?
No.
Is Allie hurt?
Yeah, her abs started bothering her in warm-ups, so not much you can do about it.
What do you think of the crowd, John?
It was awesome. I mean, there's been so many great matches up here in Omaha, and this just this reminded me of 2018 when we went 5, and it's I don't know. This is a great venue for volleyball, and the Nebraska fans love it. And I think this sets up another epic battle next year. And depending on where maybe we look at going to PBA. I'm not promising Trev right now we're going to do that, but this is going to get people fired up about volleyball. And again, it's a celebration of volleyball in the state, from little kids all the way up to Division I college volleyball. And I did an interview today. You look at Wayne State's now ranked number 5 in Division II. Kearney's 7th. UNO had a big, huge win this past weekend. You got Creighton and Nebraska putting on a show like this. Got great high school volleyball. Iowa Western won the Junior College National Championship last year. I mean, it's unbelievable from a state of 1.8 million people that we have this level of volleyball. And the other great thing, how many Nebraska kids, girls, were on the court tonight? So it's pretty impressive. So it's all, in some ways, it's mind-boggling.
Where does Whitney's performance rank tonight among what you've seen from her?
Well, she had the same amount of kills as Fecky did in 2018, and did in 5 less swings. So Fecky's pretty good. So Whitney's got to prove it now over a long season, but yeah, she came to play tonight.
Any more questions for Coach?
John, what was the difference? Set 5?
We made a couple plays. Lindsay and Hayden got a couple big kills. Lindsay got a big block. We got him in some passing trouble, and I don't think Davis had a kill in Game 5, if I'm correct. And Nora May had 1. So I said in the very beginning, those two were the keys, and we had to shut them down to win. In the games they won, we didn't shut them down.
There were a couple of huge challenges going both ways. What's going through your mind when you're thinking about calling a challenge?
Well, that we deserved the point, but they wanted me to challenge. I was out of challenge. I ran out of green cards tonight, so Maddie told me she didn't touch it. They called it touch, and then the other one we felt pretty good about as well. But they told me at the beginning of the match the camera system in here was not typically what they normally have. There's only 5 cameras, and so there might have been some tough angles for them.
Does the poise of your team ever surprise you? When
had no idea what they would do. I mean, after game 4, they had to rally and refocus. That's another thing we talked about. Just got to reboot. You know, they're on computers, iPhones. You know, when it breaks, it doesn't work. You just reboot it. So that's what we did. We rebooted. But again, Creighton's a really good team. Those 2 outsides and that setter are great players.
How do you feel like the 6-2 held up against this first big challenge?
I think pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it was a bummer Allie didn't go, so that threw Hayden in there, but you know, Hayden stepped up. I told him it's a team game. And that's why we rotate them all in practice. But I don't think Hayden was ever thinking she was playing tonight. That's what she looked like when she first went in. She's like, looked like she didn't know what was going on. So, but she stepped up. I mean, I've seen her do that in practice a lot, so it didn't surprise me. We just had to get her to do it.
What did you learn about your team tonight, John?
We can play some really good volleyball. We got a long ways to go. And we got some weapons that we can get everybody going. And we got to serve and pass better.
How do you keep your team focused during those long rallies?
Me? I'm not playing, so.
Sorry, but like, is there anything in preparation?
There's nothing. We do that in training. They gotta communicate and stay with it. And there was a lot of long rallies tonight. It was a long match. I mean, 209 attempts. That's I don't know when's the last time we went that high, Nate. It's been a while.
Any more questions?
Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for being here.